So in our last this thing, I heard you guys treated titles and how to create tags, the title tag in HTML, and also I also heard that you guys also like it taught you guys how to like create a workspace, on Visual Studio, on your Visual Studio Code, on your IDE, like creating folders and also working on them. So I'll just basically do revision on it, and then from there I'll just move to the current class, which is the paragraphs, the styles, the formatting, and all that in HTML. So let me just do some quick revision on it. Let me just brush you guys through our last class. So we talked about introduction to HTML. Talk about introduction to HTML. Talk about what HTML is, the meaning of HTML, which stands for hypertext markup language. I also talk about the a simple HTML code, which is, you can see here, we have the doc type HTML, the declaration, we have the tag here, we have the heading, we also have the title section, that is the page, the name of the title, which is page title. We have the contents, which is my first heading and my paragraph. These are the contents within the body this thing, the body tags. So moving on, did some brief explanation on this, and then all of that. Talked about all this. Also talk about the editors, the kind of editors we have. You can use our notepad. You can use our notepad to write basic HTML codes, and also for people those that are using MacBook. Please, if please mute your. Okay, let me just mute this. Let me just mute his mic.
Screen was
I hope you are seeing my screen, guys. I hope you are seeing my screen.
uh,
Hope you are seeing my screen. What is that, Cruz?
yeah, 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 with the sound, with the
Okay,
sound.
okay, okay. All right, all
I
right.
don't take you to the sound.
Okay, yeah, all right. So thank you. Just please mute your mic so I can continue the class. Thank you. Okay, so moving forward, as I said the IDE. Okay, IDE stands for, please note that down. IDE stands for what? Integrated Development Environment. Okay, so that is the environment whereby programmers like you and I, we go to and then start writing codes. It's like an environment. Like example of IDE, the one that our lecturer taught us. The This one you're looking down here. This Visual Studio 2022 is a good example of an IDE, which is used for writing programs on Visual Basic. Okay, for in this thing, for HTML and CSS, we use Visual Studio Code. Okay, they are and not only for, it's not only applicable to Visual Studio, it's not only applicable to HTML, CSS. It's applicable to all programming language like Python, Java, C, different multiple programming language. Okay, so that is basically what an IDE means. So moving onwards, talk about how to save your HTML pages and all of that. I'll actually practicalize this for you guys here. I'll still do a brief explanation. I'll create a new file. I'll show you guys how to create a new file, store it in a folder, and start writing, codes. You get. So those ones I'll do it at the end of the class. So moving on, talk about the basics of HTML basics. Talk about the documents, the HTML documents, the doc type declaration, the headings, the paragraphs, and the links and all of that. The images, how to create an images in HTML, and then we'll talk about how to view HTML source code. Those ones you actually know about it later on. I'll do some brief explanation to that. Moving on, we'll also talk about the elements. Okay, I think we discussed that, isn't it? We discussed the elements, and also we discussed how to the nested HTML elements. We discussed the bodies and all of that. Those ones, don't worry, you don't really, don't let it look too complex to you. Okay, don't let it, it's just basic things. Don't let it be so, don't take it too much like that. Okay, just know that this is just this. Just leave it like that. Okay, Now talk about the attributes, the HTML attributes. I guess you guys have touched all this. If you are reading, if you touch all this, so the attributes, all these href, the source attributes, the width and height, those are the attributes in HTML that we have. Okay, I also talk about the headings. I guess so. Talk about the headings. I hope you guys covered this in your last class, isn't it? Favor Cruz, did you guys cover this in your last class?
Yeah, we did headings. We did headings.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's
The
good.
guy provide headings.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. So I'm sure you guys okay. So that's good. He did headings and all of that. So that's very good. So I guess paragraphs. You guys haven't covered paragraphs, right? Paragraphs. Have you? In paragraphs, have you guys touched paragraphs?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I'll take you guys from paragraphs down um to links. Ugh, who's calling me right now? If you want to join class, don't call me,
Your babe
please.
don't miss you now.
Alpha. So let's move on to paragraphs. I've started the class already. I don't know who's calling me right now. I you know you want to join, you join. You don't call.
Your babe miss you now. Your babe don't miss you now.
I beg
Now what
mute
should they call?
mute. Oh yeah, so let's continue the class now. So now let's talk about the paragraphs in HTML. Okay. So basically there are different paragraphs. What are paragraphs? Of course you guys know what paragraphs are. Basic terms. Paragraphs is using what in creating spaces between different between text. Okay. When you write a text, you are creating spaces when you insert the paragraph tag or the p tag. Okay, so this is a good example here. Okay, this is a good example. This is a p tag, and this is the closing p tag, and within it we have the text. Okay, we call it what? The text or the content within the paragraph. These are called the contents, and these are called the tags. So we can see, looking at this is our first paragraph, and these are our second paragraph. Are you getting me here? So these are our first paragraph and this is our second paragraph. Now if we were to run this code, if we were to run it on our browser, what it will be displaying is spaces, lines between those two texts. Let me show. Okay, don't worry, I will show you guys later on uh in the practical aspect of it. So but basically what this is going to render, it will render spaces between the text. Okay, are you getting me? So that is for that. And also we talk about so this look at another example again. Another example for this place now. You can see we have a p text, a paragraph, a text within a paragraph or the p tag. I also have another text within the paragraph. Are you getting me? So this basically to just give us a brief of a space. Okay, just a slight space between them. Okay, just make it look more eligible, more readable. You can't just be writing long line of text without formatting it. So those are the basis for formatting. When you know how to insert some formatting to make the contents visible to the users. When the users see these contents, they feel more attracted to it. It feels more appealing to them. They know that okay, this is what this is displaying. It tends to giving them this information that okay, you are trying to to make it more appealing to them, to make it more readable. You get. So those are the functions of paragraph in HTML codes. Now moving on, we talk about the styles. Now basically, what are styles? When you hear what styles is just like you want in the olden days, the way the way you see these websites right now is not actually the way you see it back then in the 90s. In the 90s, if you were to see a basic website, it was just written only in HTML codes, and written only in HTML code, you just see it in black and white. You get, just like as if it's printed it's written on paper and on an A4 paper, black and white, no colors, no no nothing, no design, nothing to make it more attractive. You get. So styling is what came in place to make what our our websites to look more appealing to the users, to make them feel more attracted to it. If I were to build an HTML website now, and I just use HTML to build it, just HTML, I just wrote some just random code, I didn't insert any styling. Another programmer like me built his own, and him inserted some styling to it to make it more beautiful. Who do you think which website do you think is going to have more traffic? Is the one with what the styling, because it's more what attractive to it. You can see life is colors. When life is in when your life is in, when life is in black and white, it's kind of dolly. Okay, but when it's in colors, it tends to be more attractive and all of that. So that is the basic of styling. So styling just tends to make your the website looks more attractive and all of that. So let's now look at how we can what you can insert styling into your into your HTML codes. So basically there are different ways. Okay, there are different ways. There are let me just say there are three different ways whereby we can insert styling to our HTML codes. Now I want you guys to note this down. The first one is the inline styling. Okay, we have the inline, we have the internal, and we have the external styling. So these are those the three multiple ways whereby you can insert styling into our HTML documents. Now, for now, are you getting me? For now, we're talking about how to use the inline styling. Okay, basically what you guys are working right now is inline. Then moving on to the next stage, when we are treating CSS, we'll talk about internal and external styling. So for the basic part, for what you get for your stage right now, for you the beginners, you'll be treating inline styling. And now moving on, you can see, let's look at this now. You can see they give us a brief example right now. You can see I am red. Okay, I am red now. Who can tell me the difference here? Who can tell me the difference? Basically, I am red. If we're not to, if there was no styling with it, your text would just be in black and white, isn't it? Black and white, to just be black. Are you getting me? But because of the styling, you can see the color changed. You can see we have this reddish color here. Are you getting me? I am blue. We have this blue color here. I am big. You can see our font, it made it bigger. You can see the beautiful behind this styling stuff. Okay, tends to give this our templates color. Okay, so these are the ways whereby we can insert our inline styling. If you want to style your your text, the first stage is by creating a tag. Okay, this is a tag name. Then the style attributes equals to the property and the value. All this, they have their name. Okay, they have their own name. Okay, we'll talk about all this later on. Let's move on now. We also have background colors. Okay, background color is another good example of styling in HTML, or whereby you have maybe like for instance, let me show you what a background color is now. You can see this black stuff here, this dark background. It's what they call background color. Okay, maybe you want to make this your this place with dark. You can see this green. You can see the nav bar. You can see it's kind of green. So there is background color for it. Are you getting? So that is just basically what background color simply means. Just for styling your div contents, your div, not the text. A text color is different from a background color. Take notes. There's difference between background and text. The text, or you can just say the front view color or something like that. It's what you call the text color. The background is what is behind.
Bro,
Okay, well, you have a question.
no.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry, Sha.
Don't worry. I recorded. It's on record right now. So you can just
Okay, no problem.
so you can just continue from maybe I'm stopping now. So maybe later on you can just I will upload it on YouTube, Sha, so you can go there and view the beginning of
No,
it. Okay.
Wala.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. You can just mute the mic so I can.
Okay.
Thank you. So so moving on. So I've talked about how to styling in your background and all of that. Okay. So we also have so these are they do the basically your styling, your background styling. You can see your H1 tag, your style, equals to background color. Then this background color is the property. Are you getting me? Background color. Powder blue here is the name of the color. You can put blue there. Let's try it yourself. Let me show you this. Can you guys see the screen? Can you guys see here? You can't see this place. Okay, let me share it for you guys first. Yeah. Present something else. Okay. So share. So let's see this now. So can you see the screen? Can you see this place? I'm sure you guys can see. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can see. The JavaScript update, Abi.
Yeah. No, not JavaScript. It's not actually JavaScript. I'm saying yes.
Okay, do you want to read it down?
Oh, I'm coming. Just hold on first. Like say, okay. It's not actually okay. I won't go and share another this thing. It's not meant to be here. Let me show you. Let me show you what to share first. So it's here, yeah. So now, so you can see this place now. You can see now. So basically, you can see this background. You can see the background color. So if I change it to blue now, if I change to blue, run it. You can see it's blue. Hope you can see it. If I change it to maybe red, run it. You can see this red. And if I want to change the text color, you put what text here, or you can take you put color here, color. Let me just say blue. Are you getting me? You can see you have changed the color of the text. Are you getting me? So you want to change the text color, you use the property which is called color. You want to change the background, you use what? The background color. Are you getting me? That is just how simple it is. You can see nothing too complex. So this is what inline styling. And why is it called inline styling? It's called inline in the sense that what you are writing it inside of your tags. I get it. That is just the simple thing. So remember, we have three types of styling. We have the inline, the internal, and external. We'll talk about the internal styling, talk about the external styling later on. But for now, for you beginners, just know about what the inline styling. Later on, I'll give you assignments. I'll tell you to maybe create basic, just let me to design maybe a text with different colors. Okay, making it just play with it, just do any play with it. So you can see here now, background color. I want to change the background color. I can change background color to for the second one now. You can see second one now. This paragraph now. This is paragraph. I can change some to let me say orange. I get me orange. You can see this orange, and then if I want to change the color, I'll write color here, color, then colon. I want to change the color to maybe, let me say, what color should I change it to? Okay, color black. Oh, it's already white. It's already black already. Let me say color pink. Okay, I get me. So you can see I'm just playing with it. Okay, just try it out. So you can see. Let me rewrite it again for you guys. The first step is what? Let me create another tag entirely. Let me create a p tag. Once you create a p tag, you first open your angular bracket, write p, close your angular bracket, then write the content within that p tag. Let me say my name is David. I get it. My name is what? Is David. Then what? Open your angular bracket. This is what you call what? Your ending slash. This your forward slash is ending it. Then close it with your p tag and then close your angular bracket. Are you getting me? This is how you write. Just basically how to define tags in HTML. It's nothing too complex, nothing. It's too soft. I get me. You are writing with ease. It's nothing to just crack. Nothing to just crack. You're just like which I won't write like that. Not to crack your head. Okay, just go about it. And so if you want to like insert styling to it, just go ahead here. You click inside that what we call inline. You can see I'm writing it inside inside the tag. That we call it inline styling. So I'm writing inside the tag. You're writing what? Your style. This is called your attribute. It's an attribute on its own. Okay, I'm sure you guys did attributes in your previous class. Okay, talk about attributes. So anything you write inside here is called an attribute because they have a value. Attributes always have a value. Okay, so if I say style equals what? Equals, and then what? I open my two what do you call it? Quotation marks, double quotation marks. Are you getting me? And within that quotation marks, I will now specify what kind of property I want to use. Did I want to make the down change the color, or did I want to make my font, my text big, my text to be big, or did I want to make it to be bold, or did I want to change the background color? Whatever you want to do, you write it within that what specified what quotation marks. Are you getting me? So let's say for instance now, let me say I want to make my text to be big. I don't want it to be small, or I want to make it to be capitalized all through. Okay, let's write it down. So I can see. Let me just say, if I want to make my text to be big, I'll use what we call what font size. Font size is a property. Okay, the difference between what attributes, property, and values. Font size is a property, it's not an attribute. Style here, style is what is an attribute. Okay, I get him. So note that. So within this quotation marks, I'll write what property here. So sorry, font size, because of what I want to specify the what I want to like specify the size, how big or how small you want to make your text to be. So font size, and then I'll say okay, let me just say 16 pixels. I get me. Let me say okay, let me say 20 pixels. Pixels is the measurement of your of your size. I hope you are listening, guys. I hope you are listening to what I'm saying. Please, can you just so I can know I'm not talking to myself. Are you
Yes,
listening?
yes, yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, yes, bro.
So now, so pixels is what we use in measurement. I get it. It's the measurement of our size. We have rem, like you know in physics, what is measuring of length? We use meter, isn't it? In text size, we use pixels, or we use rem, or we use what percentage. Percentage is just basically okay. I'll explain percentage. I'll explain those to you later, Sha. So you guys don't worry when you go on your own, when you're on your own, just play with those measurements. Okay, are you getting me? So let's continue. So now let me say I want to make my text my font size to be bigger. I can just say 50 pixels. Are you getting me? 50 pixels will, when I run it, you can see my name is David. You can see how big it is. If I want to make it to be smaller, I can put 10 pixels. You can see it's very small. So by default, are you getting me? By default, if we don't specify anything here, by default, are you getting me? Let me just. By default, the default unit or the default our default font size is what is 16 pixels. Are you getting me? In pixels is 16. In percentage it's 100%. Are you getting me? In rem is 1. So that's our default font size in text. Are you getting me? We have in pixels is 16. Let me show you. Let me show what I'm talking about here. Font size 16 pixels. 16 pixels. Now if I to run it, now see there's no difference. Okay, if I put 100%, you can see no difference also, because that is the default font size in what in your in the measurement of your text size. If I should put one rem here, you see it still remains the same. But if I put 2 rem is like saying 200%, and 200% is like saying 32 pixels. Are you getting me? It's like times 2 of it. Are you getting me? Let me show you guys here. 2 rem. You can see is what is you can see it's bigger. If I put 200%, you can see it's still the same thing. It's still the same length. Nothing changes, isn't it? If I put 32 pixels, are you getting me? So what you guys need to know is you have to just know the measurement of how you to measure your. You have to just know this basic calculation stuff, because if you are good with it, when you are creating when you are writing your own or you are designing your own website, you won't see it as a body. You won't just be guessing. Like you say, okay, what can I use, or what text, how large do I want it to be? Instead of just thinking of it, you just when you know the measurement already, you just insert it. I get me. So that is just that for that. Also, now you can see I already changed it. I already make my this thing bigger. If I were to want to let me say the colors, I want to change my color. I will terminate it. Are you getting me? Terminated it in the sense that I want to bring in another new this thing, another new property. Are you getting me? So color here, you terminate with semicolon. Don't forget that semicolon is what you are going to terminate it with. So terminate with semicolon. So and then you now write what color here. Are you getting me? Color. Color in the sense that I want to change the color, isn't it? I've done with the font size. I've changed the text, how big I want it to be. I want to change the color also. So you write color there. Don't forget, if you go and write color like that, if you just put, okay, if you go and put space, it won't work, it won't run. You have to end it with a semicolon, a semicolon. Let me just put that, let me just say semicolon like a Ghanaian man. A semicolon, okay? So put a semicolon to terminate it, indicating that what you want to insert another new property, you want to insert another new feature, you want to input another new styling to it. I get me. You want to do some, you want to do also just you want to add Jara, you want to do Fisi. I get me. So that is what they call what that is like you are adding another thing to it, just basically like that. So anyhow you want to understand it, let me just continue. So color, when you put color, you not use what colon. After this colon, you now put the value of the color. Is it that you want to relate your color to be red or blue or orange or anything? Are you getting it? So let me say I want to use red. I'll put red there. If I should run it, you can see my color is red. Are you getting it? If I want to change it to blue, I will put blue there. Blue, isn't it? If I want to put to orange. Anyone you want to do, just put it. And again, you want to now insert another new styling again. Maybe let's say you want to let your text to be capitalized or true, uppercase. You don't let it to be small letters. Are you getting uppercase or true? You can use another word, another property. Anybody there? You want to ask any question? Is anybody want to ask question?
No. Person just enter now. I sound. Person enter now. I sound.
Oh, person how come near beauty so person take
No,
enter.
person enter room. Person enter the room now. Why? Now I
Oh.
bring that sound.
Oh yeah now. So I hope you are getting. I hope you understand this, you guys. I hope you guys are really
Yes,
you are
boss.
flowing. Okay, that's good. Favor, you want to say something? Eh?
Maybe you need to get it. I need to see your screen again.
Oh, can you see my screen?
And I just now, just continue like with my network or something.
Okay. Let me just I would the video shall I record them so you know go see them shall. Okay, so moving on. As I was saying, so like this now you can see I've added color to it. Let me say I want to make it capitalized or true. You what semicolon, put a semicolon there, and then I use what there's what we call okay, let me, you have the font size, you have this thing the font width, okay, the font width, you want to make it to be bold, font width, use font width. So
You don't see.
eh?
After you don't see the notification. You don't see the notification.
For where?
The call will end in 15 minutes.
Oh, 15 minutes. Oh yeah, I don't see I'm ready. So let's continue, Sha. You still get time. So if I want to this thing, if I want to change, let the font weight to be bold, I can use font weight here. GHT, that is font weight, okay. You can see it's bold now. Want to say okay, the font family, I guess so. I think font family, yeah. There's what called font family also. Font family. I can say sans serif or Vadana. Maybe I want to change the family of it, font family of it. Vadana. Let me put Vadana here. You can see I change the font family. Or if I want to say sans serif, you know you have different font family now. You can use can just Google search it, sans serif. Sans serif is another good example again, also again. Sans serif. If I want to also change the there's what we call font weight. They have font weight. They have different types. You guys can just go ahead and just play with it and all of that. So that is just for that. That is how we basically do styling basically inline styling in your HTML. So moving on, let me put the screen back to where it was. Let me share the screen back to where it was. Okay, present something else and then HTML styles. So share the screen and like that, voila. So now, so that is basically that for that. So you can just try it out and play with it and all of that. You play with the text size, play with the fonts, you get alignment, how to align your text center, to the left. In your Microsoft Word, you know how to do it now. All this kind of thing that you want to let your text to be at the left side, you can use text align left. You want to let it to be at the right, text align right, you get. You want to let it to be at the center, text align center, you get. All those things are just, so just any, if you have any questions, just come to my DM and I'll sort it out for you. So moving on, let's talk about the formatting. Okay, what do you talk about? What do you mean by text formatting? So text formatting is a way by which we format our text. We tend to want to change the appearance of our text. Okay, how you want it to be displayed. Okay, that's just basically what text formatting simply is all about. So let's say, for instance, you want to let the text to be bold. You want to let it be italic. Those kind of things. When you format it, you are sending this kind of like a notification to the user. You're letting the user know that, okay, this particular line of text has a unique meaning. Okay, because me as a user, I might be reading through a website, and then sometimes I might not want to read everything finish. I might not want to read from beginning to the ending. But when I now see some text that they look kind of odd, they are odd. They're not following the way other texts are being represented. I want to like go there and try to like find out why it is like that. You get me? So that is just basically what text formatting does. It tends to capture the attention of the user. It tends to let the user know that, okay, this line is kind of like it has more it's display more information, or it has more usefulness it wants to display to you than the previous ones. Okay, that's just basically what text formatting is. So what are the future, what are those tags what are those tags we use in formatting our text? Okay, there are basically different kind of tags we use. Let's look at it now. Look at the tags. These are tags we use in text formatting. We have the B tag. Okay, now what is the function of this B tag? The B tag is just basically for what? For making our text looks bold, for bringing out this boldness in the text. You just see that this kind of text is kind of darker. It has this bold, bringing out this bold format. You get it? That's basically the B tag. Also have the strong tag. Okay, the strong tag it's also like the B tag, but this strong tag it not only changes it not only makes it bold, it makes it also darker also. I guess it makes it darker and thick. Are you getting me? Like, just when you play with it, you know the difference between the big tag and the strong tag. Okay, also have the italic. You use I for italic. What is italic? Italic is just basically making it to be slanty. Instead of it to be in a straight way. Text by default is always in a straight format. You write text in a straight, but this italic make it slanty. And when you see sometimes when you glance through some website and you see this kind of slanty, you think that, okay, this slanty stuff, you want to like, okay, is it the address? Right? They basically use it for address. You get, and then you want to display the address of a company or something like that. They use italic kind of stuff. I get me. So we also have the emphasis or the EM to emphasize. Those when you play on it, you know what it is. Right now, I don't if I have time, because of the time I'm actually rushing it. I don't have time to like to like just cover you guys with this, or just play with the examples for you guys. So we have the marking, we have the small, we have the delete tag. You will know what it is. Just play with it, don't worry. Delete, the superb, the sub, all of these are just a way of formatting our text in HTML. So that is all about that for the formatting feature. So you can see the examples there. I hope you have. Thank God that you have the W3 school. You don't worry, when you read it, you know how to go about it. So now let's go to quotations. Now what are quotations? Quotations are just basically, sometimes you see websites that has quotations are just like, quoting. Like maybe you want to send out a word of advice, some website, or you want to say, okay, oh, my battery is already getting low. I don't think I'll be able to cover you guys with this finish. Okay, let's call this the end. Let's give it I think this will be the ending of the class. So maybe now next class will continue. There's not actually light to charge this my system, so we'll continue next class. So let's call it a day for today. So okay. So I think so. Now next class we'll talk about the quotations. I'll talk about quotations, the comments, the colors, the CSS, and the links. So have a nice day, guys.